finally, something personally from me. Of course, everything up to this point was still kind of personal, but I just want to share my story, my path to the truth. This has been an emotional video because of the problems that the world and almost all people have with finding the truth. And although I have been raised by my engineer parents to respect truth and science above all, I have been in my own deep rabbit holes of conspiracy theories and complete ignorance. I have even watched 2 Alex Jones documentaries a long time ago. Like, imagine how deep I was in the wrong direction. At age 21, I had zero idea of how the world works due to lack of proper education or mentors, which I found later or had earlier but understood later. And having the focus of being a professional chess player in my first 15 years of my more conscious life, I was very narrow-minded. I was very boxy. I didn't have enough flows, I didn't have much emotional intelligence. And in this period, I was often humbled by people who understood the world much better than me, but this didn't help me. Somehow my emotions and my feelings of inadequacy stood in the way of intellectual improvement. But when I found flaws in nature, when I tried to shatter those barriers, and when I found true unconditional love, things improved a lot. I became a better listener, a better learner, because I didn't have those barriers between me and other people, between me and my mentors. And I had to start from scratch my education, my search for the truth at age 21. But I started loving the process. It was no longer just educating myself because of the result. It was because I was curious, because I loved searching for the truth. And I loved then sharing it with people if I was confident enough. Truth was no longer the destination, it was the journey. And I needed time, but 17 years later, I have a decent understanding of science and how the world works. The journey continues for me, and it has been a wonderful one. I could never explain to myself why I did watch conspiracy documentaries though, why I did watch Alex Jones. And I didn't do it because it would bring me the much needed human connection. Yeah, I was missing it, but I was not in some communities related to the conspiracy theories I followed. I was too closed in to attempt even that. And I was watching them alone at home, but it was giving me some kind of fulfillment. But what was the mechanism? And when I was no longer in the rabbit hole, I still had no idea what made the conspiracy theories attractive to me. And it's very important to realize this, because this is an important part of everything that's happening. And I found this brilliant quote which just explained everything to me. Like, everything became clear right away. It was an eureka moment for me. Here's the quote. It's from Alan Moore. The main thing that I learned about conspiracy theory is that conspiracy theorists believe in a conspiracy because that is more comforting. The truth of the world is that it's actually chaotic. The truth is that it's not the Illuminati, the Jewish banking conspiracy, or the grey alien theory. The truth is far more frightening. Nobody is in control. The world is rudderless. This is the quote that everyone who either has some attraction to conspiracy theories or has friends who have, or loved ones, which is probably all people have someone they know who is very much into this, they should know that conspiracy theorists are a way of searching for security, for control in a very chaotic world. And the way to fight conspiracies is to realize they are simply a coping mechanism. If you overcome the fear, if you can handle chaos, you won't need to cope. This is where you should start your search for the truth. Dare to face your fears. Dare to be vulnerable. Dare to laugh. I did.